So it is a brand new season. It's a brand new season as well for Pub Talk. I'm your host, Nova, and we've got a very special guest for our first episode. You were in episode 3 last year, so you've kind of...
Don't beat me.
We really need to go down that road, do we?
No.
Yeah, but we bumped you episode 1.
That's good. Thanks, buddy.
We've got Mr. Stephen Hogan, 1/3 of the Irish legends of Widenerfield.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it.
It's all right, yeah. There you go. Yeah! That's it.
Thanks, guys.
That's it. And not just that, we've got some guests as well. We've got a studio audience.
It's different.
Very
yeah,
intimate,
thanks.
should we say?
It's good.
Which is good. No, it's cool. It's cool because
so we don't have to talk nonsense to each other. We can listen to other people talk proper sense.
We'll still talk nonsense.
True, absolutely. Yeah.
I need to ask something. So, when you very first time you moved to Colorado Springs, rewind.
Oof, okay. Where are you going with this?
I want to know, did you come into Jack Quinn's with your first point of call? Did someone go, oh, you need to go to Jack Quinn's because it looks like a pub? It looks like something back home.
No.
No?
Maybe second or third. But
was it?
Yeah. I remember, I might be right. I remember walking the stadium. Joel walked us around. Actually, you might have something here. I got to talk to Joel and actually Brendan. Me, Joel and Brendan walked the stadium. It wasn't finished yet.
Yeah. And
I think we came over here and had a pint or 8. But it was, it's been a sort of home away from the stadium a little bit sometimes to decompress, especially those first few years.
That's nice, isn't it?
I was here on the 17th for some reason as well.
I know, you text me. You didn't send videos.
Yeah.
I didn't send any videos.
It's a great spot, love it.
Yeah, it's a great spot. And it's great to obviously host Pub Talk here as well. April last year, we had a chat about you coming in this new role, sporting director.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it? Is it more busy now? Is it more hands-on now? What is it now?
Yes and no. And I think the position, I tried to explain it last year, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is like, the importance of the position is with the people that you have on the technical side. Obviously, the front office or back office, as we're calling it now, is very important, and then aligning that is very important with every facet that we're trying to do in the club. But my position of support is how I try and describe it outside the organisation, and of discussion and of idea is all with the people that I trust in the technical staff office. Mm-hmm. If you don't have that, there's no point in being in that position. If you can't go and back up the people that are really involved on the day-to-day in terms of the soccer ideas, the soccer training sessions, the decisions on who's playing at the weekend, well then it's not the role for you. And that's what I've loved hearing about when I started to study it. And that's what I love trying to execute every day of the week and then every weekend. If Chambo needs to vent and I just need to be quiet, it's there. If Alan needs to come in and punch the head off me for some reason, then it's there. If Callie's worried about one more goalkeeper in the building, I'm there. Like it's there, and then it's a big support system in terms of figuring it out for them or helping each other figure it out the best way we can, because we have to stick to a certain profile within now what our profiles are for players. So a long-winded answer, but I love the role. It's fantastic. It's something that I've sort of dreamt about for a while, and I'm delighted and honoured that it's here right now, especially after last season.
What's your day today? What does it consist of?
Not listening to you.
What is it? You come in Monday.
Hopefully I go
decompress from obviously the weekend, if it's a result, whatever.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you straight in there? Are you involved with the team?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a good question. I'll go from game day. Like, let's say we're on the road. So after SAC, me and Chambo decided I was actually texting, but normally we'd be on the phone an hour and a half when he gets situated, and he has a little bit of time. Maybe he's on a bus back to the hotel, and we speak for 10, 15, 20 minutes on a debrief in terms of players and performance. And then obviously from there, Sunday is Sunday. You know, you get a little bit of time, but your phone is still ringing. Monday, I actually really like Mondays because there's no one in the building. Because some of the players are coming in for massages and whatever else, rehab that they have to pick up on from whatever they've got over the game, the Saturday night game. And you get a lot of stuff done. There's a lot of work with our new president, Brad, right now, obviously because he's new, which has been a fantastic relationship so far. And I get a lot more freedom and phone calls and and out to clubs that I'm talking to, or ideas or players that we're talking to on those Mondays. Tuesdays the lads are back in, check in with the staff, check in with Chambo. We have at least once a week, me and him sit down, because I'm not big on a lot of meetings. I'm big on productive stuff, so actionable items. So basically, like, I don't need to see Chambo every day of the week. Sometimes he pops into me and just discusses the session, but most of the time I'm watching training. And then on a Wednesday or Thursday, we spend an hour, 45 minutes to an hour together, and run through anything that we're both thinking about, from scouting to scheduling to ideas of what we need, ideas of what we're seeing in opposition in terms of who we like. That's where I come in terms of like, I might like him, I might like him. And it's just there if he needs that support. And then the actionable things that I need, like obviously a player signing over the last few weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, it's on the phones to agents, it's on the phone to the other club, it's on the phone to people that we're trying to character reference and all that sort of stuff. So that's sort of my day-to-day, week-to-week.
Do you miss being on the touchline?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Not at all?
No chance.
You always had this vision of like, right, I want to be...
No, I didn't. My vision was coach. I remember when Brendan brought me back down to Philly, it was year one. I wanted to be a coach for 30, 40 years. I wanted to be a long-stayed coach. I didn't know if I wanted to be a head coach or just a right-hand man. And it was my end of my first year, start of my second year in Philadelphia, that I started to be in the off-season in the as we call it, the annex. It's the training facility of Philadelphia Union. And I was listening to people like Jim Curtin and Mike Sorber and Ernie Stewart and Chris Albright, and their mainstays in US soccer for decades. And the idea of like sending me on trips to go watch players in Africa or watch players in South America just sort of spoke to me. And then I did the trips and it was just like, wait, what is this? And what can I find someone, that maybe someone doesn't know about? And that's what really intrigued me. And from there, it was just sort of, progression and I always be the one, and I was for years in that annex, just be quiet and listen. I've always said that. I think that's the best way of learning. Just be quiet and listen, and if you have a question, ask it, and even if you don't like the answer, just learn something. And that's what it was. From there, it was, progression. And even in here, I remember even talking to Brendan about it, because I was, with him, and as him as a coach has been unbelievable. And how he handles a lot of things, and how he was developing himself as MLS coach, because he is, in fairness to our league, Brendan Burke's an MLS coach. So like the idea of like listening and learning from that in the field side was great, but I was just always torn after training into the scouting platforms, into the seeing if something might pop for us in a few weeks because we need something, we don't like something we see in training and so on. And with that, it's, building a team around you that actually wants you to do that, and then accepting the yeses and nos that people might not like in terms of players that we're trying to find. So yeah, I don't miss the touchline at all. No. And
then obviously 2 massive changes, obviously internally as well. You got obviously Widener takeover.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Like massive. And then Mr. President.
Mr. Brad, yeah.
Mr. Brad Estes. I mean, again, something where you as a sporting director has to come in, has to gel with, it's in your relationships, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So let's start with Widener. I mean, Team Widener.
Yeah, well, the new board are Wideners, obviously. But I think everyone knows at this point, but they weren't the owner. They were part of the ownership group. It's just they bought the Reagans out, the Reagan family out, and they now own it solely. So they were always around. They were always, available if we needed them, but they were always there. They just now have more hands on, and in fairness to how it worked out with Brad wanting to get back into the game, obviously his whole story is Louisville and what he built there. And when I heard about Brad through the Wideners, it was just like, do it.
Yeah.
Hurry up and sign it. Like, figure it out. It's just because of what he has done and his beliefs and what he wants to try and do in terms of any organization he wants to. It really aligns with what we're trying to do on the soccer side. And I think the back office, as we're calling it now, will really see that in the next few months to year. I think the cultural aspect of it is really going to grow. The comfort of it, the idea of letting yourself express yourself is important to me, but very important to Brad, and you're going to see some real creativity when that happens.
Do you think going into this season as well, was the an added pressure from being champions and you're coming in and many people say, well, we're going to do it again, we're going to back to back, or we're not? I mean, what is it from your perspective? From the
Very hard to do it again in the US system. It is. Everyone knows that. It doesn't matter if it's MLS or USL.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But the plan is, the idea for everything in our end on the technical side, and now I'd say even the back office side, is do it again. How can we do it again? But how are we making that, I'll go back to this, how are we getting that 1 or 2% better in each department? I think that is the most important thing. And 1 or 2% shouldn't scare anyone. So you can achieve that. So if 1 or 2% is a Western Conference title, but it's not a championship, that's the 1 or 2%. That's fantastic. If it's the Jägermeister Cup and we get knocked out in the first round, that's fantastic. So like, in terms of the added pressure, we're putting it on ourselves in terms of it. I'd probably speak, and maybe not out of turn, but maybe speak for Chamber and Allen here. They want so bad because of their winning mindset, winning mentality. But that's them. They also know behind the scenes, and hopefully they do know, the support they're going to have if it doesn't happen is real. Because then we're going to find the next 1 or 2% that he needs that. You know what I mean? We need to be there consistently, so we need that. So those discussions are real. Those discussions are all the time, but that's how we see it. We don't see it like people speak fluff around outside the organizations, just like, oh, they're not going to do it again. But yeah, no one's expecting us to do it again.
Yeah.
You know, no one expected us to win it, but we won it. You know, but that happens.
What an afternoon that was, eh?
Wasn't
that a good afternoon?
I don't remember.
Yeah. That was like is a morning. Well, the rest of the afternoon.
I remember being in Uber around 2 a.m. with my brother. That's all I remember. So.
Oh my gosh. And obviously, you mentioned changes moving forward as well. USL announced a big change that's coming up.
Yeah.
We hope. The pyramid system. And obviously, people who don't understand the pyramid system, it's a very...
Bradford are at the bottom.
Don't talk about my home team back home, Bradford. We're in League Two, but we are going to get automatic promotion, we hope. But again, the word promotion is teams will be able to move from league to league and relegate and promote as well, which adds... Well, for me, I think it should have happened many, 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 many years ago. Yeah. I think it's a huge step for the USL.
For sure. It's
massive step. And it's going to really make not just the competition even better, but entertainment value as well. I mean, look, we've got people nodding in the...
Well, you think about it right now, we're in the relegation zone.
Well, yeah. It's a valid point, isn't it?
We'll be in the relegation zone, so like, you know, that's excitement. It's the perfect way to progress. The best way to say this is it's the perfect... Yes, it should have happened years ago, maybe, whatever way it was... Everything takes time. It's the perfect way to progress this game in this country. And I think whatever we're competing with MLS or whatever we're trying to do in terms of working with the progression in this country or competing against X, it doesn't matter. I think promotion relegation needed to happen, and it's happening. You know, it's obviously going to take years. It's going to take like 3 to 4 or 2 to 3 years, but that's actually giving our league and giving our owners and presidents like Brad and board members like enough time to ask the proper questions to get the right answer. You know, because there's a lot more questions right now than answers. It's brand new for everyone in this country, and it's going to take some time, so people have to be patient with it. But what it's going to bring is, I can't wait for it. You're thinking of like you're in November and let's say you're like us last year and you're second at SAC and you need to win, and from that goal that Juan scored, you're top of the league. At that last minute, like that's very excitement. Or you're on the other end and if there's 15 teams in Division 1, I don't know what the numbers are, but like let's say you're 12th or 13th and you just 2 go down or 3 go down and you need the extra draw, you need the extra win to survive. We know, we grew up with it. I know. But like the excitement that what the American fans will see is that every game, and I don't mean this in that no game matters, but now from game 1 to game 30, every single minute matters.
Will you progress from a Switchbacks 2 and keep stemming down as much as you can, and then building a academy youth system? Yeah, I mean,
it's been discussed. Yeah, I'm not going. There's people know it. People understand that. You know, it does take time, and if the community need to hear it flat out, I'll tell them it's not going to happen overnight.
Okay.
You know, it has to have the right people in the right places. And what I mean by that is the coaches.
Yeah.
If our U14 coach can't understand how James Chambers speaks, well, then there's a gap. You know what I mean? Yeah. If our U16 coach, which was a little bit, pressure is the wrong word, but I'll use the word pressure, because at that age, they should be starting to develop into, Chamber and Allen like these guys. You know, they might have to get bumped up earlier. But if the vocab or the understanding or the quality isn't there, you know, because we've missed something in recruiting, well, then the step is going to be broken. 16s, 18s, 18s, home. When I say home, I mean first team. So, and then from there, it's the hardest thing in the world to get there and then stay there. You know, so that is a progression, but it's just discussion right now. Same as last year. It's just a big discussion in terms of who would be the right person for a U12 team, who would be the right person for a U18 team. The U12 is just as important as the U18. The U12 might be more important than anyone else, including Chamber, in the whole process, because this is the groundbreaking foundation of what we need going up. Now, they're not delving into tactical stuff at that age, but finding that player and seeing that personality and then developing that personality into a 14, 16, 18 is massively important. And we're not there yet. We don't have those people yet.
And I always find, obviously sitting down with you, it's fascinating. I think every time you and I bump into each other, I'm always learning something new from, if it's the club aspect or your
Really?
job. No, I am.
Really?
It's a learning.
What you learn new today?
Oh, well. Anyway, I thought you had a present for me. Did you have a present for me?
Oh, I did. Good.
Yeah.
Good segue.
I'm going to say, yeah.
I just, so this guy brought.
It's only because I gave a presents last year. That's
he
why.
gave me melted chocolate.
It was like April. It was red hot.
For sure it did. Yeah.
So you've got
a dinosaur.
You got me a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
What's the significance of the dinosaur? What is it?
Well, the lads will laugh because my locker's full of clothes, and I don't wear, as we call it, I very rarely wear the black anymore, the coaching gear. So I have all sorts of like old clothes.
All right. You're very dapper. You're very dapper.
But no, I had this in the locker and I put it on and I was walking down to go see Brad and put my hand in my pocket and dinosaur popped out. I texted Erica and it was obviously Theo.
Theo.
You know, so I got to bring that home.
No,
thanks, Theo.
I know, but I'm gonna throw my little quick fires out around it because
Are they different than last year?
Of course they're different. Why would I do the same?
He has the same iPad. He hasn't changed it.
Right, I want to know, away from Switchbacks, which team do you support?
Manchester United.
You have to say it a little bit louder. People can't hear you.
Oh.
Manchester United.
Yeah, Manchester United.
Wow, you haven't.
It's not Bradford City.
You might be in the same league, surely. Huh? Terrible. Summer or winter?
Oh, depends. See, if I'm on the island, St. John, it's winter.
If I'm on my island. Yeah. So you like
in the Caribbean, no, I like the summer. Especially in Colorado, it's beautiful. Like now through November, it's beautiful.
Okay. Do you have any hidden talents?
No. Dinosaurs.
Nothing at all?
Dinosaurs in my pocket. Oh, dabbing. Yeah, back overs are here. Boom! Dabbing.
You're going to have to do that again.
No.
Why?
No. Tommy's going to cut that out. Is that right,
Tommy? You did it right.
Right.
Oh, that's your man. No.
Would you rather score a hat-trick but lose the match or win the game without scoring?
Win the game.
Okay.
Don't be stupid.
Okay.
Win the game.
What's the biggest injury you've ever had?
Ankle sprain, college. Ruined my senior year.
Were you playing football?
I hope so.
Well, you could have been out on the last. I don't know. You could have been out.
Playing cricket.
Right, cool. Right.
Yeah.
Last time you cried?
Last time I cried. Yeah. Last year.
Okay, cool. A family thing. Okay.
Yeah. A family thing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos?
3, yeah.
What are they?
Why is this funny?
No, because we all want to know what your tattoos are.
I won't tell you one.
All right, that's fine.
Because you'll start crying.
Okay.
This is Theo and Erica. So my wife and son.
Show it to the camera.
That's.
Oh, see that's true.
That's Erica. She has the same. And a famous artist named Mallory is building me a sleeve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I have one more, but I'm not going to explain that one.
Okay. If you were a scent.
A scent?
A scent.
That should be good.
What scent would you be and what would you be called?
I do like good coffee, yeah. Tar.
Tar.
Nordic tar. I love me dark coffees,
Yeah.
but I like the ocean.
Okay. So what would you call it?
It'd be awful.
What are you going to call it? What's the... La perfume? La Hogan? What is it? What's it going to be called?
It will be... I don't know. Give me a name.
Give you a name. Well, they're going to have to think of that, aren't they? What would you have as a name for Hogan's perfume? See, that's too...
You should take that question up. That's terrible.
Is it?
Yes,
All right, right, so that's fine. Do you know what though? I bet Chamber's got a good name for it because he always smells
Oh,
nice.
Chamber smells amazing.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of
Yeah.
he's got a lot of perfume.
He's got loads. He's got a different scent every single time.
He always smells good. He's good.
I think I know this one. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
No,
yeah.
wait. Depending on the tea, I love herbal tea. So
Before
like even
bed?
No. Even the office, I had me. We were talking about this with the training, the geniuses in the training room. We were talking about matcha tea. We had a good discussion for 35 seconds on like when to drink it. The Japanese matcha tea. Yeah. I would have one of those a day.
So we're all hanging on. When do you drink it?
I would have it in the morning,
Okay.
but then I have 15 coffees throughout the day.
I've tried your
That's a
coffee.
joke. That's a joke.
I've tried your coffee.
Ask one or two people. It's strong.
It's like rocket fuel.
Ash won't have it. Ash won't drink it. So
Whoa.
my coffee.
Coffee. Hogan's coffee. Yeah.
Eric, you like it. Yeah.
When do you feel the most stressed?
Now with you,
Oh, seriously.
just talks nonsense.
You love it.
Yeah, no, it's
you love
good.
it. No, go on.
When do I feel most? Oh, it's a real question.
Yeah. If that's at work, is it something? I don't know. Is it?
Most stressed. November 23rd at 9:59
Okay.
in the morning because I didn't know if we were going to win or lose.
You don't come across stressed.
No. But once Yosuke had that chance 50 seconds in, I was like, me and my brother looked at each other and I was like, we're winning this.
Yeah.
50 seconds in, I was like, they haven't got anything on us right now.
Yeah.
And then for 20 odd minutes, we hammered them and then Yosuke delivered the ball for one.
Yeah. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl.
Wish I could sleep.
You're up early though, are you? You're up.
Well, with a 3-year-old, yeah.
Yeah. Text or phone call? I know this. Text or phone?
Phone call.
Your phone call. Get straight to the point.
Yeah, I don't like the text messages. Why? Just call. Yeah.
You do the same back to me.
That's what you do.
I know, that's what I do. I get to the point though.
Just talking, like, just pick the phone. Yeah, pick the phone.
You can sign any 3 players for the Switchbacks now. Money's no object.
This question was last year.
No, it wasn't.
This was
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. If you remember rightly, it was plane travel. Remember? Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course you
And
remember.
I still remember your answer.
So what's the question?
So, any 3 players you can sign. Last question. Any 3 players you can sign, can walk through the door. Money's no object. Any 3.
Past, like retired or playing?
Should we do it present? What should we do? Should we do present? Should we do past? What? I say
Present.
present as well.
Who
Okay.
would contribute to the team today?
Look at, I'm, come and sit here. Yeah.
Obvious 2.
Come on then.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Messi's been benched recently, though, hasn't he?
For what?
I don't know.
Because he wants a cigar. Like,
He's just been on the bench, hasn't he, recently? So yeah, Messi. From
Ronaldo, and then trying to think of Annie's question. Positional need. I was just going to say that. Haji Berry of 2022.
Is he watching?
Haji. There's his agent right there.
There you go. Haji, if you're watching.
I love him.
Yeah.
One fantastic person. Forget the game, but and then what he did in 2022. Forget it. I know he should have scored 26, 27. He'd say that to himself, but what he had was the goals he scored, the decisions he made, was phenomenal for that whole year, you know. Great season, loved that season. But if I was going to keep Hadji out of it, I think I'd sign Vinicius Jr.
That's strong, isn't it? That's a strong 3.
Oh, attacking players, by the way, aren't they?
Well,
yeah.
That's what Annie said, didn't she?
Well, the thing is, you said present. If you were retired, I just would have said Zinedine Zidane, Zinedine Zidane, and Zinedine Zidane. That's all you need.
Which were your answers from last year as well.
Yeah, they were.
There you go. Listen, Mr. Hogan, it's been an absolute pleasure. All right, thank you so much as always. And obviously, I've come bearing gifts as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but well, come on. You know what I mean?
This is melted.
No, it's not. Stop it. Well, let's be quick because your glass is empty. All right, so here, listen. So here we go. Just a little. You can open it now if you like.
Oh, beans on toast!
But they're not just any beans.
No,
they're Irish beans! From Ireland, I tell you. And they've got, do you know why they're from Ireland? They've got a little dent in it as well, so you can tell they've come from across the water as well.
What is this?
They're in date. So this is delicious.
This? Okay.
This is hold it to people. Hold it to people here. This is a German mustard. You can't find it anywhere else. Delicious. Do you like mustard?
Sort of, yeah.
You do love mustard. It's nice.
I'll try it.
Goes great with pork, a bit of lamb, bit of chicken, bit of sausage. Beautiful.
Oh, it's not melted.
No, it's not melted. And there you go.
My favourite.
And then I got you a little thing. This is just to put somewhere, just to when you. Just a little shamrock.
You just found that on the street?
Yeah, just.
You found that on the street from Paddy's Day?
No. I did. I did. But listen, nothing else. Yeah, you ask a lot. Yeah. I'm taking my dinosaur down anyway. But listen, thank you so much, everyone here. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful. Guys. It's been absolutely amazing. Big shout out to Jack Quinns as always. Thank you so much as well for pouring a delicious Guinness and wonderful food as well. We're going to be back here week of April 28th for episode 2. You can be here. Please invite your friends as well. But I'd like to put your hands together one more last time for Mr. Stephen Hogan, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Well done.
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.